Well, extreme heat is headed in our direction. You can have heat exhaustion or heat stroke if you're in the heat for too long. When it starts to get above 100 degrees, each degree above 100 can really bring it on a lot more quickly. And so here's the symptoms of both of these. The throbbing headache comes with heat stroke, which is more dangerous. Something to think about here. You may even lose consciousness if someone has heat stroke. One of the things to remember is that if the skin is dry, typically that's pointing more towards heat stroke because there's no moisture there and they're dehydrated. And so if you suspect heat stroke, call 911 immediately. Heat exhaustion, either way, get them into a cool place and drink water and maybe a cool shower as well. So something to think about as we come into next week. Another place to cool off is along the river. Temperatures right above the water surface and the lakes as well. Very comfortable. And if you're going in periodically and still not staying in the sun too much, remember, if you're out of the sun, out of the lake, that can be rough too. So you still want to seek shade. So what it was looking like in Boise during the evening hours, and people enjoying themselves with the comfortable temperatures. The Boise River is still a little bit on the chilly side, though. Here's a Payette Lake, a little breeze today. Temperature sitting at 80. That little low pressure going by, keeping a nice blue sky around. But tomorrow up to 89, 92 Tuesday, and Wednesday 93. So you know if it's hitting 93 in McCall at 5,000 feet, we've got some heat coming on in. In the 30s at Redfish Lake this morning. It'll be another cool, comfortable morning tomorrow, but heat is coming in this week as well. Redfish Lake, it's up to 91 on Wednesday, mostly sunny, but there's a chance for some thunderstorms maybe on Thursday for central Idaho and possibly even in the Magic Valley. And a couple more fires have started up south of the Moose Fire, smaller fires there near in the Frank Church Wilderness. But the Moose Fire is still producing much of the smoke tomorrow morning. It can come into eastern sections of the valley. Notice the smoke in Northern California. A fire near Yosemite is increasing the smoke up to the west of us, and eventually some of that might start to make its way in as well. And so in the meantime, southwest Idaho and the Magic Valley out of much of the smoke, but we're going to see the patchy smoke still possible over the next couple of days. So excessive heat watches and warnings, those will start to be issued further east into Idaho as we go into this week as well. So cooler weather is sliding to the east. The heat will start to build. First place it's building is up to the west here. So let's look at this computer forecast here. This shows the heat. Now watch the temperatures here. We push this ahead to tomorrow. Already 103 in Pendleton, 97 in Portland, Boise at 99, Twin Falls at 95. Here's Tuesday, heat building, Pendleton 106, Portland 102 degrees. Remember that heat dome we had? Seattle's not going to get the excessive heat. They'll have an offshore wind, but 106 in Pendleton, then 108 on Wednesday. Look at this, 110 in Pendleton Thursday, and the computer chart is showing 112 in Pendleton on Friday with 105 showing up in Boise. This is going to be sizzling heat in the interior sections of the Pacific Northwest especially, and even in Medford. And then we'll get a little bit of a cool down over the weekend down to 102 in Boise, and then cooler weather approaching from the west could drop us into the 90s by Wednesday of next week. It's got a little ways to go for that. So for Sun Valley, we're shooting up into the near 90 by Wednesday. A chance of some thunderstorms maybe on Thursday. And for the Treasure Valley this evening, for the most part, temperatures falling through the 90s on the forecast for tomorrow. Upper 90s, not quite 100, but pretty close to it. We're going to be 101 in the Western Valley, about 98 in Boise, 98 in Cambridge as well. And if you go to the higher elevations further to the north, we're seeing those temperatures come up at 5,000 feet at Garden Valley at 97. So you see the heat right there. McCall at 89 tomorrow, while Sun Valley looks to be about 86 degrees. Still pretty comfortable in the Magic Valley tomorrow. I still expect temperatures to be around 90 in the Burley area, but getting to the mid-90s elsewhere. Extended forecast for the Treasure Valley, 102, 104, 105 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe 102 through Sunday. So it's going to be a long-winded heat wave through all of next week, while the Magic Valley will be hovering around 100 degrees during that time frame, likely Wednesday through Sunday.